Hello, welcome to another episode of This, That, and the Other. And I started reading an article in a publication called the APBA Journal. I have discussed the APBA sports games before. The first one was the baseball edition. I had a couple of board games of the football. I have since sold them on eBay, but I do have the 1976 game cards still around. I can't put myself up to parting with the 76 Seahawks and Buccaneers original teams. There's a Buccaneers very a unique team. That's another story for another time. But I was reading an article in this journal, and I acquired these at a yard sale. These APBA journals. I happened to run across them, and anyway, there's an article from January 31st, 1997 edition about the founder of APBA, Richard Seitz. He started working on it in the 1940s when he was, or probably actually 1930s, and when he was a kid, he was working on like the cards and statistics of various players in Major League Baseball, and he actually had a league where he played with friends, and he got some men interested when he was a soldier in World War II in his game. And from what I understand, a man by the name of Van Beek, I believe, started the cards. From what I understand, there was a game called National Pastime, and Clifford Van Beek was the one that invented that. Basically, Richard Seitz made all kinds of adjustments to the game and improvements, and people did not realize that he still had the original game around that he invented, until a gentleman bought a lot of items from the Richard Seitz estate sale after he died in 1992, and they found the original game that Richard Seitz had put together. Said that he had spotted holes in the game. There was no pitching, no fielding, defense, or other obvious strategic weapons like hit and run or sacrifice bunt. National Pastime was completely based on hitting. You couldn't even play close or deep with a runner on third. No speed ratings or double columns. Two, the only thing you could do in National Pastime was use the intentional walk. Over the years, Seitz experimented with modification to the National Pastime game. He joined the Army in 1942. He brought along the set of card set, which he termed the very first APBA cards, which were based on the 1941 season. The game was so interesting to his barracks mates, who subsequently formed a league, that Seitz realized this was not just a game for kids. Discharged due to health reasons in 1944, Seitz returned to Lancaster and worked on refining APBA even more. Said that Van Beek's patent on National Pastime had expired in May of 1942, 17 years after it had first been registered. What I was reading, Van Beek never did pursue anything else regarding that game. But I am still in the process of reading this article. It's about 6 pages, and I'm one that I can't sit around for over an hour and read a whole article. I get bored too easily. I have to take a break and then finish reading it. But it was kind of interesting what I found out on the game APBA, and they there's other versions. You got the football, basketball, hockey, golf, bowling, saddle racing, all those various games, and there may be boxing too, and soccer. I don't know at this point what all APBA has as far as games. I know they discontinued the bowling and the basketball, the saddle racing. Golf is still around. That's still pretty popular. I'm not sure why people want to do an APBA version of golf, but I guess a lot of people are really into golf would do it. But my last show I was talking about that football game that I saw highlights of on NFL Today, and I'm still astounded as how can a quarterback trying to sit on the football fumble the football away 2 times. Basically all they do is I've seen it. They take the ball from center and they just hold on to the ball and just sit on it. How do you fumble it? Like I don't know if the player intimidated the quarterback or somebody got their hand out. I don't know exactly how the ball got fumbled 2 times in a row like that, and team ended up winning because he tried to sit on the ball in last play and fumble it in the end zone. It reminds me of that one movie I saw. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a game that was in, I believe it was a team that was in Pennsylvania, and there was a game like that. I think Craig T. If I'm not mistaken, Craig T. Nelson played the coach of the high school football team, and there was a game where it was raining really hard, and the quarterback tried to sit on the ball in the end zone and accidentally fumbled it, and it was very muddy and everything, and the other team ended up winning on recovering that fumble. But I can't remember what the name of that movie was, but anyway, that's what it's kind of that game kind of reminds me of that, except what I saw on NFL Today, there was no inclement weather or anything. There was no from what I could see in the highlights, no rain or anything like that. It's just a regular day. So I don't know how a quarterback could do that, but I'm still trying to find somebody out there that can tell me who these 2 teams were that played each other. I'd like to get some information on the game, just see what articles are available and stuff, what the writers have to say about it, and try to get an idea of what really happened in that game. And with that being said, I'm looking for ideas on shows to do in the future. I'm kind of at the bottom of the barrel right now. I'm running out of things to talk about, and little obscure things like what I saw in this magazine is kind of only what I have to talk about right now. I only have one more subject written down on things to discuss, and it's when I get to the point where I can't come up with anything else, then that last one is going to be discussed, and that piece of paper is going to be thrown away, and start another one. And when I can come up with more ideas on shows to do, please let me know if it's feasible. I will research it and do it. It's, like I said, my show is mainly based on preserving history. That being said, like, subscribe, share. As always, thanks for watching.